Welcome back. It is 6:18 on this Friday morning. We are laughing, we are crying, we are playing in sync and saying bye, bye, bye to Andy Avalos.
Just what he wanted.
Just what we should have done a dance. We should have done a TikTok. That's what he really needed. The thing he didn't know he really needed. We are just so happy for him and so sad that we are going to miss seeing him every day and hearing his soothing voice every morning. Of course, if you have not noticed, Andy is a very generous man. He is especially generous with his time.
Yeah, so true. He has made it a holiday tradition to get out and ring the bell to help raise money for the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign. Over the years, Andy has made countless connections and raised countless donations.
And so, Andy, to commemorate your retirement, the Salvation Army has a very special message for you.
Hello, I'm Captain Javier Montenegro, and on behalf of the Salvation Army Metropolitan Division, I want to thank Andy for his tireless support of our mission to serve others most in need. Andy, year after year, you bundled up, stood at the corner of State and Washington, and rang a bell at our iconic Red Kettle. Year after year, you promoted our efforts and encouraged your viewers to visit you and to make a donation. And year after year, they came in droves. You have raised nearly $20,000 in your Red Kettles. Here's what that money was able to do. Provided 10,000 meals to hungry people on the streets, kept 20 families in their homes, provided food, beverages, and support for 8,000 disaster survivors, and made the holidays brighter for countless families. The Red Kettle won't be the same without you. As the Bible says, well done, good and faithful servant. Thank you for all you have done, and best wishes in your retirement.
Wow, you have helped so many people, Andy.
Wow, that would have made me fall out right there. That would have been the moment, just seeing the impact that you've made and the lives that you have helped become better, Andy. What was it like hearing that message from the Salvation Army and seeing those numbers, the impact that you've made?
I think you should probably ask Kai, because she was looking at me. I had a reaction to that, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, there are a number of organizations that I have worked with and for over the years, too many to mention, but some of those are obviously near and dear to my heart. Obviously, the Salvation Army is one of them. I've been out there ringing the bell year after year and have loved every minute of it. And for those who have come out to say hi, to take a picture, to make a donation, I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart, because you have helped so many with your generosity. So that's one of my special things, and I loved ringing that bell. I actually have a video when I was riding the fire truck, because they gave me an escort back to the station on the top of that truck, and the lights were going off, the Christmas lights. It was fabulous, and that'll be one of the memories I'll have until I'm no longer here.
Now, what are you holding in your hand here?
It's funny, he was mentioning, you know, the good that the Salvation Army does, and the religious connection in God. We had showed a video earlier today. One of the young men who sent in a picture and wanted to be on the air. We brought Jack in. So I ended up getting another picture, and this one was in my car, and I said, I'm going to run down and get it, and so I did. And so I have to read it to you, because I don't... this was Audrey. She sent a picture and said, to Andy, thank you, love Audrey. And I sent her an autographed picture, and I wrote, Audrey, such an early riser for one so young. God asked me to say hi to you. I know him. And you might say, well, what's the connection? Her and her mother apparently were having a discussion one day, and they were talking about things, and they watch on a regular basis, and they were talking about the weather, and her mom said, God controls the weather. And Audrey said, that's not true. Andy controls the weather. So I sent the picture to her based on that letter that they sent in the request. So that's kind of my story behind the scenes when it comes to viewers as well, and my connection all the way around, both to my religious side, to God and Salvation Army. But it was great.
Andy, thank you so much for all you do. God and Andy, co-anchors for the ages. I love it.
Oh, just moving. This whole thing this morning is just overwhelming, I have to say. I'm just, I'm trying to hold it together. I'm doing the best I can.
And Andy, you did wear your snowman tie today.
You noticed.
It was a suggestion. And, you know, the messages that you get from viewers on social media when they see that evil little snowman come out. When you go to the Jewels, are you going to go incognito now, or are you going to say, "Hey, I'm free to be me. I don't have to bring you that polar vortex anymore"? What are you going to do in your day-to-day life?
When I'm not here, I think that most people who know me well know that I'm really laid back. I don't shave on the weekends. And when I'm on vacation, I tend not to shave at all, so I get a little scruffy. My hair isn't nearly as perfect as it is when I'm on the air. I obviously don't wear makeup. if you see me in my neighborhood, I'm out in my robe. And when I'm in the stores, I'm usually in my ripped jeans, my tennis shoes, my T-shirts that fit a little too tight. So nothing will really change for me. People who see me on a regular basis will go, hey, isn't that, oh, look, there goes Andy. Or sometimes they'll look at me and go, I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from? And then they'll start to walk away and I'll say, have you been to the post office recently and seen pictures on the wall? And then they'll stop and go, hey, wait, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
So yeah. But no, nothing will probably change for me, at least at home. I'll still be pretty much the same guy I always am.
All right, get to cleaning that pool.
And Andy, as long as you're still in control of the weather, could you turn down the humidity a little bit more?
I'm working on that for when I'm off next week.
For when you're off, so you can enjoy it. Well, you know what, Andy? It is a blessing for us to be able to give you your flowers and to watch you and see your reaction and to see you just enjoy it so much. And I think it's so tough. I mean, we're so happy for you, but the tough part is because this is clearly not just your job. This is your passion. This is your calling. We know that you love it. And to be able to do what you love to do for more than 30 years, I mean, that is an extraordinary life. And congratulations, just congratulations. And I hope you enjoy every single moment and just do whatever you want. Everybody's telling you to go to sleep. I know it's going to be the toughest assignment, being on the schedule for so long, but you know what? If you don't want to sleep, you don't have to sleep. You can get up and watch us, or, you know, take the dogs out. You can do, that's the beauty of it. You can do whatever it is you want to do. And I think that that is something that most people in life just aspire to be able to accomplish. So
it probably will take me a little while to make that transition.
Yeah.
I'm so accustomed to getting up at midnight now to start, you know, going to bed maybe at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
Hey.
And then sleeping in till 4 or 5 in the morning. That might be my new
Have
schedule.
you ever seen Brant do the 10 o'clock news live?
I have never seen Brant in the last 20 years do the 10 o'clock show.
Yeah.
Because even when I'm off and I'm on vacation
Yeah.
on a Friday night, I can't stay up that late.
Yeah.
And one of the inside stories is, when I've said this to my daughter 1,000 times, and she knows it's my Friday night ritual, which will be the case tonight. And maybe for the first time, I'll get to watch Dateline. I have tried and tried and tried again to watch Dateline, and usually by 9 o'clock, it's all I can do.
He
to keep
never
my eyes
found
open.
out who did it.
I never found out who did it. Tonight, I may get to find out who
you
finally
can
did it.
catch up on all kinds
All of that.
shows.
You deserve
Yes.
it.